Hello all. Today I'm going to be talking about Lightroom presets, what they are and how they can make your workflow simpler. Let's dive straight in here with an image I took last weekend at Harlow Car, a really great garden if you've never been to it, up in Yorkshire. It's a very beautiful place. So I believe these are aster flowers and a little fly who snuck into shot, but that's not going to matter for today. So inside the develop module inside Lightroom, you'll see on the left hand side there is an option for presets. So right at the top, if it's not open, you can expand it. And what we have here is some presets that I've created earlier. So generally, if I bring in a new photo into Lightroom, this is where I'll always go first, just to get an idea of how this looks. What this generally does is give me a good idea of what I can get out of a photograph. So it's very tempting to go straight in and start editing, and sometimes I still do that quite a lot, as you see from the 4 Styles videos. So you'll see down here we've got multiple presets that I've pre-created, and I've put them all in the same group. And all of these presets that I've put underneath here are off the back of my 4 Styles videos. So every single time I create a 4 Styles picture, I've created a preset off the back of that, and I use that preset to try and guide me into what I want to create on a new image. So what I like to do is go through the presets one by one and see how they're going to affect that image and what they're going to bring out of it. And it's a great way to quickly edit an image and generally see if it's going to have a great match to start off with. So going through here, you can see as I'm doing it, there's some very different wild styles there. Some of them will work, some of them will not. And some of these colours and shapes will be quite familiar to you if you've seen my previous videos. So as we can see, there's a change in there, and it just gives you an example of how much you can just get out of a raw image and how many variances there is there. Also underneath here I've got some user presets which I don't generally make available, but they're more from things where I've gone a little bit off the deep end of playing. So for example, I've got one here called All But Green, where everything's been removed except the green colour. Likewise, from my early days, I've got one called Red Arrow Plumage. So if you've ever seen any of my Red Arrows pictures, this is a really great one that I like using for bringing out the red in the actual planes and also the plumage in the sky. High contrast, lots of red. Doesn't quite work on this image, although it does make it look quite interesting, but it's not something I'll probably go with today. So having a look back through, I'm quite liking this black and white just because of the contrast between the colours. We've got like a dark background and mid area. So click that. I now have a preset applied. All of this is done to it. This is the image, and generally, if I'm really lucky, I would get to use that straight away. However, what I will pretty much always end up doing is doing a few more tweaks. So preset only gets you halfway there. You can't use it completely and expect to get a good image out of it. Sometimes, like I say, if you're lucky, you will get a good image, but really it's good to still do some of the finer touches of that. So let's go in quickly. I'm going to do crop for Twitter, because this is where it's going to go. 16:9 straight in. And actually I think what I might do, I like these images in the background, but I am just going to go in a little bit tighter there. Going to bring that exposure up just a little touch, but not too much. And I think I want the shadows to go down a little bit more. Not too many in there. And also the blacks. I want to get that main flower really showing. And then finally on the S-curve. So this is quite high contrasty for me at the moment, so I'm just going to tweak that a little bit more. We're just going to bring those blacks up and just mute them that a little bit, and there we go. That's where I'll leave it. So that is a preset. Now if you like any of the presets that you might have seen in this video, I'm making them freely available on my website. So all the ones that I currently have from the 4 edits, you can click the link in the description and download, because the idea is they should be there to use and people should enjoy them. So if you want to play around with some presets, go grab hold of them. Have a fun time.